I was going so well. Now I just feel like calling it quits. No, for real. Yeah, but it threw me off, man. I had something to say and I cannot remember for the life of me. I had something I was gonna say. I know, remember what it is now. I remember what it is. The thing from thing. What? I feel like if I just like if I made so many things since this, I can't remember the alterations. Hello? And they have baby deodorant in it. Backside Kira. How you rolling so? I ain't touched the camera, babe. Okay, hush. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira, Island Socialist on Instagram, and my blog is islandsocialist.com. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys everything I made for the months of January and February. Okay, before I get into the makes though, on my last video, when I spoke about the Egyptian trashing thing, some of you were asking me about the shin guards and what they were made from. So this is what it was made from. A Lucky Charms cereal box. Look, you could even see the Lucky Charms on this side. So, it's hand cut with an X-Acto knife. I drew it out by hand. And then I spray painted it gold. And attached these little gold things so that these then tie around the calf. Like so. On all three. So yeah, this is all it is. Very simple. But obviously a lot of work went into it at the same time. Alright, into the makes. So for January, the first thing I made was for Minerva Crafts, as part of the Minerva Crafts maker team. And I made a duster set out of a grape colored crushed velvet. It's a stretch velvet fabric. And I used two patterns. So for the cami, I used the Ogden cami, which I'm sure all of you have heard of before. And for the cardigan, I used the Blackwood cardigan, and what I did was lengthen it first of all, then I omitted the hemband and also shortened the sleeves to be 3/4-ish, and I also omitted the cuffs. And I'm sorry I don't have this set to show to you right now. It's currently in the laundry, but of course I will insert some pictures and I also have some video clips for this one. My next 4 makes are all part of the pattern review sewing bee. As you know by now, I took part in the sewing bee and I made it through all the rungs. So I'll go through the rungs and let you know what the theme was, and I'll show you what I made for each round. So for round 1 of the sewing bee, we had to make a knit cardigan inspired by the Pantone color of the year, Living Coral. Ta-da! I made another Blackwood cardigan because this is a tried and true pattern, and we only had a week for each of these challenges, by the way. And what had happened was my fabric store was shut for renovations for the first 2 to 3 days of the challenge. So I knew for sure that I needed to make a pattern I made before, and I chose the Blackwood. And I wanted it to be a little bit more oversized because I knew that I was doing an elbow patch and it might be a little bit restricting. So I went up a size and made the size extra large. I usually make a large. Oh yes, I left off the hemband again. And what I did for my design details is some hand embroidery. This is so hard to hold on this hanger. So I did some hand embroidery on the pocket. And I have not done hand embroidery since in secondary school, like in the first day of secondary school. So like I was like 10 or 11. That is the last time I did hand embroidery, and that is when I learned the basic stitches, and I have not done any embroidery since. So I think I did a pretty decent job. I googled and YouTubed some of this stuff, how to do the different stitches, and this is what I came up with for the living coral theme. But of course the highlight of this cardigan is not even the pocket, it's the octopus on the sleeve. And I'll insert some pictures so you guys can see what it looks like on. And this is just chain stitched. What I did was that I embroidered the octopus onto some interfacing and then machine stitched the interfacing onto the sleeve flat before stitching it up. But I really love this octopus, and I've never really seen anything like this before, so I'll say it's a pretty original creation, and I really love this. So that was the first round of the sewing bee, and I actually won this round. So for round 2 of the sewing bee, we had to make a garment focused on zippers. So I had all these colorful zippers. Now I ordered some zippers on AliExpress for cheap and because of that, they came like, it was supposed to be all 9-inch zippers, and some came as 7, some came as 8, and they don't really run smoothly. So I thought it was a risk to use them in clothes. So instead, I used them on a dress. So what I did was I actually created the pattern piece using the zippers. I'll put up some behind the scenes shots so you guys can see how I did this. This is actually a jumpsuit pattern from McCall's that I used to make this dress, and I just put a circle skirt on the bottom, and I also used zippers for the straps and crisscross them in the back. So those are metal zippers and these are plastic zippers, and the top of it is completely lined, and I also did a little frayed hem action just to spruce it up a bit, and I won this round as well. So this is the pattern here that I used, McCall's M7728, and I used the top of UA, and I made this in a size 14. I made a size 14. Yeah, and I actually want to make the jumpsuit version of this sometime in the future. So yeah, that's that. So on to round 3 now. So for round 3, we had to use the pattern review Lillian pattern. It's a top or a dress, and we had to make it in our own way, showing our own creativity. So I kind of went way overboard with this one and pulled out a whole wedding dress. So I used white stretch lace because it's a knit pattern, and some white jersey, the same jersey I used for the black cardigan. And so I lengthened it, and I also added 9 inches to the back so that I would have like a little train action going on. Now it's really hard to show on camera because it's very long, and also I cut the back so it doesn't sit well on the hanger, so I prefer to just show you guys the picture. But yeah, so I did you'll see the pictures of the back. It's like a slant, and there's some lace edging. It's like a triangle cutout sort of, and then I also lowered the v-neck that came with the pattern and put some lace inset in there as well. Luckily the lace that I bought had scallops already, so I just had to trim around the scallops, and I had the scallop edge on both the back and the front. Fun fact, while I was on the beach doing the photo shoot for this wedding dress, there was some tourists who decided to plan this big applause. It's like they timed it, and it was like a choir clapping and congratulating me, and it was so funny. Like, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if to say thank you or to say I'm not actually getting married, I'm married already, it's just a photo shoot. I really didn't know what to do, and it's like it was just so funny. And it's like they were looking at me waiting on a response, and I just got really anxious and just like closed up. I just didn't know what to do. But that was really funny. The last round off, the final round, this is where I got sick. What we had to do was create an outfit inspired by a superhero, whether fictional, whether it's our inner superhero or it's somebody close to you who you consider to be a superhero. Now, foolish me decided to do 2 new patterns that I have never made before. And I was already sick and already started late. But anyway, I made the Sew Over It ultimate trousers as the pants. And I used a stretch satin, a blue stretch satin, which is a very unforgiving fabric, by the way. So I made the size 16. And then by the time I finished it, taking it in and stuff, I figure it was actually probably a 14. And I tapered the leg all the way down to the size 8. So I could have like a very slim fit. And I also raised the waist by 2 inches. Yeah, both back and front. I took it up 2 inches. Now this is actually a really, really nice pants pattern because I usually have very bad luck when it comes to fitting pants. Even in ready to wear pants, I just can't find pants to fit my body type. And this pants, I could see myself actually using this pants pattern again. So it's actually a jumpsuit, by the way. I turned it into a jumpsuit. And the top is the Deando Magnolia dress. I did top from that pattern. And as you can see, I cut out the whole back because it's actually supposed to be like a normal back. But I cut the back down in a V. And I used the waistband to join the tops of the pants. And I did an invisible zipper in the back. Turned it sleeveless. It's actually supposed to have sleeves, but I did bias binding on the sleeves and also on the neckline. These pleats are 1/2-inch pleats that I drew out with a pencil and a ruler and then ironed them into place. And I just I pinned it together, pressed it really good so that it could stay on its own without the pins, and then I used my ruler and cut it into the shape that I wanted. And then I just machine stitched it all around over the whole side. What else? By the way, this is not fabric. What I did for my superhero was that I spoke about how I recycle things and I do trashing. All that environmental stuff that was like my constant theme throughout the sewing bee. That's what I did for the final round. So this is actually a drop cloth I put on the ground so that when you paint, the paint will drop on the drop cloth and not on the ground. So it was actually originally an old bed sheet that was used as a drop cloth. Isn't this the prettiest drop cloth you've ever seen? Like, I fell in love as soon as I saw it. And then obviously this is not enough to show off the drop cloth. So I made a maxi skirt overlay that would buckle around here and it would leave the pants exposed. So it would basically just be at the sides and the back. And what I did for that was I just made box pleats and hemmed it. Why, thank you. Hubby just delivered the skirt. But this is it. It's going to be really hard to show on camera. So I'll have to. You might be able to see some box pleats here. Obviously the wind already did what it have to do with it during the photo shoot, so it's not going to look exactly how it did on the day, but you'll see from the pictures. So I just have some hook and eye things on it so it could buckle. And this thing is a piece of plastic that I picked up on the beach, and if you follow me on Instagram you would have seen in the Insta stories when I picked this up on the beach and it was looking real nasty and I threw it in some Clorox. And then I spray painted it gold and now it's a fancy smancy buckle. So yeah, this is my wrong four look. Now I did not win the sewing bee, but I accomplished a whole lot and I'm really happy with how far I made it. I can't believe I made it to the final round in my first sewing bee and I won round 1 and round 2. That is crazy to me. Next up is the top that I spoke about in my last video, my plans for the Black History Month Pattern Designers Challenge. My Tinley top, my off-shoulder Tinley top by the Sewing Addiction. I did the photo shoot already, I posted it already and everything, so I'll show you some pictures It's just an off shoulder long sleeve top with cuffs, and it also has a waistband, and it's a really cute pattern, and I'm really happy with my fabric choice for this. So for this pattern I made a size 10, but this band to the top I actually used the size 12 because the 10 was really tight and it was slipping up. To be honest, the 12 is still slipping up, so like it wouldn't stay, it keeps going up, like up to here. I have to keep pulling it down all the time. That's my only issue with this pattern. Other than that issue, I love this top. I love it so much that I made this other top in the same fabric. So this is actually a free pattern. It is the Derando. No, you guys say plantain. In the Caribbean, we say plantain. So this is my plantain tee by Derando Patterns. It's free. It comes with short sleeves, 3/4 sleeves, long sleeves. There's just a neckband, a very simple top to make. Oh, and it also comes with elbow patches if you want to put that on the long sleeve. So I did not make a muslin. I went straight in for it, and I cut the size 44, which is actually a really good choice for me. And I did a twin needle hem on the sleeves and the hem. I do not want to stand up to show you guys the top because I made a boo-boo. I chopped off 4 inches off this pattern because I knew it was going to be too long, but I think I should have only chopped off 2. Matter of fact, I'll stand up. The front, look, the front sticking out. So this is what happened because I cut the top too short, and I probably also could have taken it in it because the pattern is made so that it does this. It like comes out at the hips. Oh, and I shortened the sleeves by 2 inches. Right, so I did the twin needle hem, which gave me trouble, by the way. Anyway, yes, so that is my Derando plantain, not plantain tee. I think that's all I made for January and February. Yeah, that's all I managed to make, which is actually quite a lot. I don't usually make that much in a month, and it was a lot of pressure, but I got it done. So on March has started already. I don't even know how this year is flying so fast. And so next up, what do I have planned? Next up, I have another make as part of the Minerva Crafts Maker team. And then I think I'm free for a little bit to just play around and do whatever I want to do. After the sewing bee, when I had to use strict rules, I just need a breather to just make whatever the heck I want to make. So some of those fabrics that I showed you guys in my fabric haul, I'm going to start cutting into those soon and just have fun with it. Oh, I've also been naughty and I did some more fabric shopping, which I was not supposed to do, but I was naughty and I need licks, and I bought 3 fabrics. When I went to get more of this fabric, I saw that my fabric store had put out some new fabrics, and I don't like to sleep on them because then they go missing and they never come back. So I did some damage. Oopsie. So the first one that I bought is this lovely, amazing, really pretty, absolutely beautiful coral color fabric with flowers on it. There's like some hibiscus on it and some other kind of flowers that I'm not sure of, but this is just so pretty and just so tropical. And if I had summer, I would say it's perfect for summer, but since I don't, it's perfect for all year round. And I just love it. And it's a polyester crepe, and I don't know yet what I'm going to make with this. I bought 2 yards, so I have enough to make a top for sure. and it's kind of thin, so I think for sure that I'm going to make a top. I have a pattern in mind. This is McCall's 7803. It's a top and a dress, and I want to make view A in that fabric that I just showed you, that coral color fabric. And then I also picked up these two 100% cotton fabrics. The same thing, just the opposite colorway, and I don't know yet what I want to do with this, but I think I want both of them to be in the same garment, so that is like, I guess, like half and half, or some other design. Anyway, I want to work both of them in together because I think that would look cool. So that's all I have for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.